start to understand what the dog looks like when it smells stuff, and I get to understand what it looks like when it doesn't smell it. I think we can build some endurance in the hunt, like keep a dog in an area to hunt, keep them in an area to hunt. You saw a need for it yesterday when I had those dogs in the corner. I had to stop them and get them in an area. Chris had to do it with his dog on that hanger. So we needed to get them in an area for a while and hunt. So we can add the amount of time that they're willing to commit to it because they trust us that it's there. But it's also something that we early on, especially through the training process, we educate ourselves with this drill because I start to understand what the dog looks like when it smells stuff, and I get to understand what it looks like when it doesn't smell it. So I know if he's got it or not based on his body language, and that could be tail, it could be the way they move. They're all going to have a little bit different hunt style, and some hunt styles are preferred over others. I don't think it matters as long as you understand what your dog is telling you. If they're telling you it's not here, it's a lot like this for a tracking dog. Tracking dogs tell us whether or not they're on the deer or not, based on their body language. Based on the way this is a tool that we use for tracking. You have to in Wisconsin legally. But when I hold on to the end of this is a good example. My neighbor shot a deer this last year and he couldn't find it. So he called me and he asked me, would you be willing to bring your dog? I think I killed the deer. It was a doe and I think I got her, but I can't find her. And it snowed the night before, about 3 inches. So he had no sign visually because it was covered up. And so I said, sure, and I brought Taylor over and we got on it, and long story, she took the wrong track a couple times, and then I found out that he had looked for it a few different times and he had walked a couple different places and she was going where he was going. But every time she did it, I knew she wasn't on the deer. I could tell. I thought she was for a minute, and then all of a sudden it just shut off. I said, well, she's not back. Let's go back. The third time that we went, I felt it on the end of my line change hard and driving and pulsing and pumping, and I went, in my head I went, she's definitely on it right now. And she went hard for about 200 yards, made 2 turns, and there was the deer. And I could tell that we were going to find the deer after she started out on that third one. The first 2 I thought we were going to, and then it was very clear to me we're not. And that's why it told me we should reset. All of that stuff is physically, I can feel it through the lead, but I can also watch it. I can see it when they're on it, when they're on and when they're not. So this drills allow us to develop that. I'm going to show you the 3 different ways we do it. First way is the easiest way. It goes back to the idea of visual. So I'm going to have you slide over. So the simple way is you throw the object into the cover. We're using orange tennis balls and green tennis balls, and they get lost in this cover. It's hard for them to see. There's a reason why we're not using a white, bright dummy. I don't want them to see it. I want them to 100% be using their nose. So we can throw it in there, and we can add delay. We can add some time. We can make this be a little bit tougher, or we can throw it in, Callie, and we can send her in. And she's going to go pretty close to the spot, but she's going to have to use the nose.
Put anything on the tennis ball?
That's one of the balls that's been in my bag of feathers. Okay. Good. Here. And so I didn't say anything. I just watched her go in. She found it. I'm reading her body language. Dead.
Saw you.
She saw me throw that. So we do this. We turn this into a game. This is one drill that I think you can do every day of the week if you want. Do it a couple times, and I don't think they ever get tired of it. It's a good game finding drill. It's a good nose builder. Now, that's real easy. I wouldn't do that every single time. It's to teach them the concept of the game. Go into that cover and always find stuff in the cover. Birds, when they're wounded, don't go sit in open fields. They go to cover. So I want the dogs to start understanding that's where I'm going to find stuff. Now, the next progressional step, I can cover her eyes. And now she didn't see it, but she heard it. And as soon as I let her, she went, it's not there. So does she have a little bit of a mark with the hearing? Probably, and that's just fine. She knows it's in there. Callie. See, this time she doesn't know where it is, so she moves through. So now I'm gonna let her work and realize it's not there, it's not there, it's not there, it's not there. I'm not saying anything to her yet. But look at her style, and look at how she's bouncing all over the place. She has no idea where. Ah. See the change in her body language? She touched scent. Here, hold. Now, did you notice my cadence in my whistle? I didn't blow her. That's a hunt whistle. So I go hunt here, hunt here, hunt here. When she's in the circle, I'm gonna tell her hunt, keep hunting. You can say, I say lost, lost. You can say find it, find it. The little puppies, I go find it, find it, find it, find it, find it. And when I just did that, every dog's ears in here went, because you hear the excitement of that. So I like getting little puppies excited about the idea of find it, find it, find it. That's what we'll do with the kibble. I move away from find it and I start going lost with my older dogs once they understand the game, because lost is a lot more calming. Hold it, stay in your area, steady. You can say whatever you want, but I like the tone of it. Find it, find it, find it, find it. That's when they lose interest and they start to slow down and go, I'm gonna give up. I need to get them back in the game. Find it, find it, find it, encourage it. As soon as they're in that area and they start to hunt again, I go, lost. Calm down, slow down so you don't work faster than your nose. So that's all stuff that's instantly read visually and then has to be a reflex coming out of my mouth to communicate with them. Get them to understand the game of hotter and colder as you position them closer and closer to the ball. So that's the second one, is we can cover the eyes. The third one is this. So we can take, and you can do this to start out with if your dog, if you put some, I can put 3-4 tennis balls in there and send them back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and get them picking. But the other thing is I like to take a little clod of dirt and put it right in the center. There's a visual marker. She thinks there's something in there. Watch where she goes. She's gonna go right to that spot. She's gonna hunt and hunt and hunt and hunt and hunt and hunt. And she's not gonna find anything. And we're gonna start to watch your body language, and about the time her body language tells me it's not here, Dad, I quit, I'm gonna get a tennis ball and I'm gonna slip it into the cover when she's not watching. And all of a sudden she's gonna work and work and go, it's not here, it's not here. Oh my God, it's here. He's right again. He told me to stay here, it's here. So all of a sudden they build this trust of, no, Dad, it's not, it is. You see these light bulbs turn on. That's what keeps them in there a little bit longer next time. Keep hunting, keep hunting, keep hunting, because it's gotta be here. So you see the visual mark, there's no reward in there for her, Callie. Lost, 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 lost. Leaves the area, she doesn't get any hunt command. Ah, ah, ah. Ah, ah, ah. Good, lost, lost. There she's touching old scent. She's heard all that, ah, ah. Lost, good, lost, lost, good, lost, 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 ah. Good, lost, lost, good, lost, lost, good, ah, ah. She's about to give up. She's going, it's not in there, Dad. I've already looked. So she's going to take on more ground, take on more ground. Ah, 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 ah. Here. Good. Lost. Lost. Oh, she touched it. Lost. Good. Good God, that's a good dog. And she goes, by God, it is in there. I thought it wasn't. He's right again. So we do this progressionally to get them to, now you see the level of control she's got. You know, she gets out too far. I'm gonna, nope, stop. Come back. Let's start this over again. It's real, you can't do all that without pretty good control. So, but we can simplify this to start out with. That's a, you know, that's, so let's break into two groups because I want each person to run their dog.